Hello, and welcome to Once Upon a Time in Black History. I'm your host, Tamara Shiloh, author, educator, and owner of the Multicultural Bookstore in Richmond, California. This is my new podcast that can be heard on Anchor, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Check us out and be sure to visit my website at onceuponatimeInBlackHistory.com. So today we'll be talking about Mary Fields, better known as Stagecoach Mary, a tough pioneer. Many stagecoach routes throughout America's West covered a variety of terrain on often narrow and rugged trails through deep sands, endless mud, and along steep inclines. These areas were mostly isolated, making stagecoaches a bandit's dream. The job of stagecoach driver was not one for every person interested. It required excellent horsemanship, driving skills, and great courage. Many areas of the West were considered hostile country, and drivers were often ambushed and killed by robbers. But would-be male thieves met their match in one carrier, Mary Fields. Yes, a woman. The hard-drinking, quick-shooting mail carrier known as Stagecoach Mary was the first African-American woman to carry mail, was known to greet the 1890s Montana bandits with 2 guns and a bad attitude. Historians pinpointed Hickman County, Tennessee, as Mary's birthplace, but not much was recorded about her childhood. It was only after the Civil War that her story came to light. Along with other freed slaves, Mary traveled the Mississippi, working on riverboats as a servant and laundress for families along the same route. She later settled in Toledo, Ohio, where she lived in a convent working as a groundskeeper. Her personality was at odds with the convent's serene lifestyle, and trouble ensued. Mary, her gruff personality, and penchant for cursing raised some eyebrows. When asked how her journey to Toledo was, she reportedly replied that she was ready for a good cigar and a drink. Go girl. Historical records show that the nuns complained about her volatile temper and her difficult nature. This attitude led to Mary's being kicked out of the convent. She then took in laundry, did odd jobs, and became known for liking hard liquor and gunfights. What a woman. Her reputation, although considered tough and negative by some, would soon pay off. In 1895, Mary received a contract from the Postal Service to become a star carrier, or an independent contractor who carried mail using a stagecoach. As a skilled gunfighter armed with a revolver and a rifle, she was equipped to protect the mail from bandits and thieves. Mary was the second woman in the United States to serve in that role. She intimidated would-be thieves with her height and her tough demeanor. At 200 pounds, she was said to be a match for any 2 men in Montana territory. You go, girl. She had a standing bet that she would knock a man out with 1 punch, but no one ever took her on. Imagine that. Her courage made the locals love her. They also praised her generosity and kindness to children. Mary eventually surrendered her mail route and settled in Cascade, Montana. There, she was so popular that schools would close on her birthday. She made her living taking in laundry, and also ran an eating house that did poorly because she would extend credit to anyone who needed it. And she never gave up drinking often. When she died on December 5th, 1914, her funeral was one of the largest the town had ever seen. Now imagine that.